I'm Elizabeth Khumalo, and I will be talking about the realism philosophy in education. Realism is a philosophy that originates from an ancient Greek philosopher named Aristotle. Realism stipulates that everything exists independently of the mind. Therefore, things exist physically, and their existence can be proven independently of our perceptions of them. For example, there might be an animal that exists even though I do not know of its existence. Therefore, my knowledge does not affect the existing nature of things. Aristotle strongly emphasized that humans should learn about the world in order for them to survive in it. Realism exists in schools in order to reveal the order of the world's existence. It is very crucial that children are taught about the world in order for them to be familiar with the world they live in. Knowledge and skills need to be acquired in order to adapt to how the world operates. Realism in education is a study of science and scientific method. The realism philosophy transmits culture and develops human nature. For example, learning about wrong and right, good and bad, and how to live harmoniously with others. Therefore, learners need to know the world in order to survive in it. For example, through learning how to take care of themselves as well as protecting themselves and others from any harm. We have 4 implications of realism in education, which are the aims, the curriculum, the teaching methods, and lastly, the teacher. The aims of the realism philosophy in education is to prepare the child for a happy and a successful life. It familiarizes the child with the nature and social development. It develops and strengthens the mental and physical power of the child. It also develops and trains the sense of the child and provides understanding of the material world through inquiry. For example, if a learner is unsure about something, he or she can ask the teacher, other learners, or do research on the problem. Now we are looking at the second implication of realism in education, which is the curriculum. It is very important that the curriculum exposes and guide learners towards the hard realities of life. It should be developed according to utility and needs. It needs to be compatible with the 21st century. The curriculum should contain subjects concerning day-to-day activities, for example, learning about money in mathematics, because we use money almost every day of our lives, or learning about healthy and unhealthy habits in life skills in order to be able to live a healthy lifestyle. Main subjects in realism are science, health, culture, physical exercises, mathematics, geography, history, and astronomy. The curriculum should be subject-centered, practical and useful, and it is very important to have an extensive use of pictures as well as making use of objects in education. The third implication is teaching methods. Observation is very important in the teaching and learning method. This will make critical reasoning possible. Education should improve from simple to complex and move from concrete to abstract. Learners should be provided with activities that enhance learning through direct and indirect learning, such as field trips, lectures, audiovisual aids, which are videos, and making use of the library. Vernacular is very important and should be the medium of instruction in schools. Learners should be given positive rewards since it is performance-based. Learners should master facts such as recitation of poems, experimentations, demonstrations, etc. Lastly, we have the teacher. The teacher should be well educated and have a good knowledge in the subject he or she teaches. The teacher should be able to move with the times and be aware with the latest trends. The teacher should focus on the basis of reading, writing, and arithmetic. The teacher should also ensure that the classroom is highly structured and organized. It is important that the teacher utilize standardized testing and make learning fun and interesting for the learners. The educator should prepare learners for life and the real world. The teacher should also incorporate the use of senses in activities such as smelling, looking, hearing, touching, and tasting. For instance, if you are teaching learners about a bird, you should have a picture of the bird so the learners will be able to look at it. You can play an audio of a bird whistling so the learners can listen. And you can also have a feather just for the learners to feel what the feather feels like.